the reckless, feckless liberal media has finally self-immolated like a slow motion downing of the Hindenburg, and it's okay to gloat about it. Nearly 500,000 more immigrants in that time frame got in through the diversity visa lottery. I've been talking about this damn thing since 2002, and it's still around. All the promises from the Republicans that we elect to office who promise that they're going to secure our borders and get our immigration system in order. And we still have this program that hands out visas like Pez candy and Lotto. Nearly half of all illegal aliens in the country have violated the terms of short-term visitor or work visas. More than 10.8 million people received such visas alone in fiscal year 2015, including 500,000 foreign university and graduate students on academic visas, and nearly 700,000 total foreign guest workers, both skilled and unskilled. Not to mention their spouses, many of whom are allowed to work here as well. And yes, I'm looking at you, retired Paul Ryan, and yes, I'm looking at you, Mitch McConnell. And yes, I'm looking at you, Bush family, and yes, I'm looking at you, the ghost of John McCain. This unrelenting inflow of new green card holders, short-term foreign visa holders, legal temporary workers, refugees and asylees is supplemented by, of course, the 13 to 30 million illegal aliens who expect amnesty and chain migration privileges from Washington, despite breaking immigration laws governing everything from border jumping to ID fraud, benefits fraud, tax fraud, and marriage fraud, to human and drug trafficking, to employment rules, deportation orders, and visa overstayers. By the way, I wrote that paragraph as a rejoinder to people who say, well, they're not breaking any other laws. I have been called white for stating the facts. I'm not white, I'm just right. Whoa. Nice is not enough. After 25 years of doing this in this business, as somebody in conservative media and activism, I have to tell you that the hardest lesson to learn is that logic and facts and appeals to decency and fairness are not enough. Bemoaning double standards is not enough. Ultimately, our future will not be secured in a Fox News anchor chair, or a think tank office, or at a cushy GOP retreat, or on a cruise ship. The future is on the front lines. Diversity is not our strength. And I know those words are a trigger. Diversity is not our strength. Unity is. Our common purpose is the common defense of our nation. Good people make America great. Good people stand up and fight. Thank you. What do we have instead? We've got Republicans carrying water for the dreamers? No, the illegal alien dreamers, not citizen dreamers, not law-abiding legal immigrant dreamers, for that matter. We should be talking about all of the ways in which these cheap labor pipelines are harming American citizens. And look, Trump has the right instincts, right? And when he's talking to the right people, or they're whispering in his ear at the last moment, who knows what it is. But that is why it behooves us to be as vocal as we possibly can be. And that is why I grabbed the stage for the, measly 20 minutes that I had, and hopefully to remind him directly of why he got into the office in the first place. And if he forsakes us, he's not just forsaking another term, he's forsaking the future of the country. Always like to remind me that I'm not white. Shocker. Thank you for being my human mirrors. And they always like to remind me that my family did not come from America. Thank you, biographers. Was not aware of this fact. Back in 1970, when my father, who was on the cutting edge of the field of neonatology, he had been sought out after. I mean, he was incredibly talented. He went to a Catholic university, got a rigorous academic education, and had to pass many specialized tests in English in order to be able to come here, set foot in the first place, and do research and work.
Am I the reason you get stoned every week now? Build up integrity, got you texting, emailing me, wanting me to feel with you. Baby, just face reality, move on. Sometimes it's hard to face reality.